In the snowy, silent land of Aidonia, where death itself is respected, a figure of quiet grace and profound sorrow walks a lonely path. This is Castorice, known as the daughter of the River of Souls and a Chrysos Heir. Her journey is one of searching for the Coreflame of death, a destiny intertwined with guarding the laments of souls and embracing an often solitary existence. Castorice appears as a young woman with pale skin and striking lilac eyes. Her long, lavender hair is styled uniquely, like a ribcage, flowing into two ponytails adorned with bows and butterfly clips. A delicate crown rests on her head. Her attire, a blend of white and purple, features bone-like markings and bandage motifs, constantly echoing her connection to life's end. Butterflies and flowers are recurring symbols on her dress, choker, and gloves, hinting at themes of transformation and the soul. From her earliest memories, Castorice was surrounded by the unending snow of Aidonia. As a child, she was told snow represented both the joy of reunion and the sorrow of parting. She grew up observing the people of her city, the diligent knight, the dozing priest, the kind scholars, yet a distance always remained. As the holy maiden, people revered her but dared not meet her gaze, stepping back when she drew near. In Aidonia, she was also the Maiden of War, a role that forced her to confront the act of taking life. Mentored by Elder Amunet, she grappled with the weight of her duties, learning that respect for the dead and determination in her actions were paramount, even as she questioned the nature of her curse. This period forged her understanding of the profound sorrow and responsibility that came with her unique connection to death. Her closest connections were often formed at the very edge of life. When the knight was wounded, the priest fell ill, or the scholar succumbed to disease, it was then she was nearest to them. She witnessed life transforming, like petals in the wind. These moments were heavy, and she often turned away, unable to bear their final expressions. Her hands, destined for the duty of parting, found a way to remember. She sculpted in ice, warriors, mothers, lovers, faces of those no longer present, preserving their stories against the melting snow. Through this, she understood that all things, like Aidonia's snow, eventually meet death. The day came when Castorice left Aidonia, embarking on a quest to find Thanatos, the Titan of Death. Her journey eventually led her to encounters with other Chrysos Heirs and the Trailblazer. During their first meeting in Okima, which was under attack by Nicator, Castorice's presence alone was enough to make some enemies hesitate, a testament to her aura as the shadow of death. She guided Phanon and the Trailblazer through the chaos, maintaining her customary 5-pace distance, a habit born from her curse. Her travels eventually brought her to the radiant city of Okima. Here, amidst warm sunlight and the promise of endless tomorrows, she met new faces. At the Droma's dwelling, she showed a quieter side, expressing an interest in photography and a preference for black and white filters, a subtle reflection of her worldview. Even simple interactions, like feeding the Dromas, highlighted her cautious nature and reluctance for direct physical contact, always mindful of the potential harm her touch could bring. In Okima, her loyalty and nature were tested. During a tense interrogation by Aglia in the Vortex of Genesis, Castorice was tasked to act as the executioner for the Trailblazer and Danheng should they fail to prove their honesty. Despite the order, Castorice secretly messaged Phanon, hoping he would intervene, revealing her preference for death to be a peaceful farewell rather than a punishment. It was here too, alongside Phanon, that she helped explain the grave responsibilities of the Chrysos Heirs and the demigods to the Trailblazers. Her unique abilities were crucial in their quest. When seeking the aid of Oronix, the Titan of Time, Castorice's rare gift of understanding the Titan language became invaluable. She translated Oronix's sorrowful words, showing empathy for the ancient being's pain and isolation, and played a key role when Oronix extended a mysterious invitation to the Trailblazer. With the Trailblazer, Castorice journeyed into Castrum Kremnos' past. Alongside the silent warrior Neas, who was later revealed to be a fragment of Nicator, they navigated the dangers of the festival. Castorice displayed compassion even for a thieving weapon merchant, arguing against needless killing. Her ability to communicate with lingering spirits, to hear their final echoes, provided crucial clues about Nicator's fragmented soul, though this power visibly drained her, showing the personal cost of her connection to the departed. It was her understanding of these fragments that became key to confronting Nycotyr's immortal form. After Nycotyr's defeat, she privately sought answers about Thanatos from the Titan's remnants, her personal quest ever present. Castorice was present during Phaenon's difficult Coreflame trial, offering quiet support. Later, on a diplomatic mission to the Grove of Epiphany with Trian and the Trailblazer, they found the once vibrant academy eerily silent and corrupted by the black tide. Using the weft, a gift from Aglia, Castorice could perceive the faint afterimages of departed white dryads, piecing together the tragedy that had unfolded. Her courage shone as she, alongside the Trailblazer, confronted the formidable Flame Reaver, a black-robed sword master, to protect her companions and the Coreflame of reason. A significant turning point came when Castorice, guided by revelations from Anaxa, publicly sided with the Council of Elders' plan to halt the flame-chased journey and seek a return to an era Chrysia without death. Her motivation was the promise of finding Thanatos. Anaxa showed her memories from Kephael, revealing a past life where she and a sister, Polixia, were connected to the trial of death. This was the beginning of her understanding her own profound link to Thanatos and her own origins. Her quest led her, with the Trailblazer, to the forsaken city of Styxia, guided by the enigmatic demigod Cypher. Styxia, now surrounded by the River of Souls, was a desolate place filled with tormented spirits trapped between life and death. Here, Castorice learned more about the fable of the evil dragon Pollux and a girl born from its demise, a girl who was the personification of death. The alchemist's spirit revealed that this girl was Castorice herself, and that Pollux was Thanatos, who had perished trying to revive her. Understanding this, Castorice knew she had to perform an alchemical ritual to summon Pollux. Using the Philosopher's Stone from Anaxa and items representing the love and memories of her friends, Castorice performed the ritual. The Netherwing, Pollux, her sister Thanatos, was summoned. As the Trailblazer's soul began to fade, Castorice rode Pollux into the Nether realm, a beautiful but sorrowful sea of flowers. There, she finally met Thanatos in her true form, Polixia. They spoke of their mirrored lives, the pain of their shared destiny, and the true meaning of death, not as an end, but as a force that gives life its preciousness and love its depth. Understanding that their power was meant to be whole, Polixia willingly offered her essence to Castorice. Now the complete demigod of death, Castorice guided the Trailblazer's soul back from the brink. In a poignant farewell, she explained her decision to remain in the Nether realm to maintain the balance of life and death, ensuring the River of Souls would flow correctly. Their final embrace was not one of sorrow, but of profound understanding and warmth. The Trailblazer returned to the mortal realm, surrendering the Coreflame of death, while Castorice's divine echo assured them of her purpose, to illuminate the cold shadow of death. Known by many names, Maiden of War, Servant of Death, Okima's Mortician, or simply Castorice, who is at least 1,000 years old, carries the weight of ages and the touch of death. Yet, through her long and arduous journey, she discovered that her hands, once only capable of parting, could also offer peace, preserve memory, and ultimately, nurture the cycle of life itself. Her story is a profound reflection on life, death, and the enduring warmth found even in the deepest solitude.